I'm a law-abiding of my country. I respect the law. I have the highest respect for the Honorable Supreme Court, and I have the highest respect of what the decision is, and I will abide to all the terms and conditions the Honorable Supreme Court has put on me, and I will surrender when the time is given. The Honorable Supreme Court has given me time to surrender, and I will surrender at that time. All I can tell you all is that I have not applied for any pardon. There are many other people who deserve pardon, and I just with folded hands want to tell the media, the honorable citizens, my and the senior media people, is that when I'm not going for a pardon, then there is no debate about it. Right now, I'm a shattered man. My family is shattered. It's very, very tough times in my life, in our lives. I want to thank everybody who supported us, who supported me. And I just want to tell everybody from the media is that I've got a few days left. I want to finish. I have a lot of work. I have to finish all that work. I have to spend all this time with my family. So I folded hands tell you all is that just let me be in peace till the time I go in. I love my country and I love the citizens of my country and I love India. I love it. Thank you.
आपको समाज के बहुत बड़े बस घंटे के लिए
Thanks a lot, Sanjay. Thanks a lot.
Well, that's Sanjay Dutt's first appearance after the Supreme Court verdict. Clearly, Sanjay Dutt extremely emotional there, along with his sister Priya Dutt, addressing the media for the first time after the judgment had come through from the Supreme Court, the verdict, talking about a 3.5-year jail term that he has completed up to 5 years. We do know that he had already completed 18 months. Sanjay Dutt there appealing to the media not to ask him any further questions. You will now see him leaving to complete his film shootings that are in the pipeline. He has promised all his producers that he will complete the committed films that he had signed up, and that's what he's leaving for as we speak. Extremely emotional, breaking down while addressing the media. Sanjay Dutt talking about how this is a very tough phase for his family. Let's once again take you through what he said.
All I want to say is that I'm a law-abiding citizen of my country. I respect law. I have the highest respect for the Honorable Supreme Court, and I have the highest respect of what the decision is, and I will abide to all the terms and conditions the Honorable Supreme Court has put on me, and I will surrender when the time is given. The Honorable Supreme Court has given me time to surrender, and I will surrender at that time. All I can tell you all is that I have not applied for any pardon. There are many other people who deserve pardon, and I just with folded hands want to tell the media, the honorable citizens, my country, and the senior media people, is that when I'm not going for a pardon, then there is no debate about it. Right now, I'm a shattered man. My family is shattered. It's very, very tough times in my life, in our lives. I want to thank everybody who supported us, who supported me. And I just want to tell everybody from the media is that I've got a few days left. I want to finish. I have a lot of work. I have to finish all that work. I have to spend all this time with my family. So I, with folded hands, tell you all is that just let me be in peace till the time I go in. I love my country and I love citizens of my country.
The big takeaway from that address to the media, the first address to the media after Sanjay Dutt was sentenced to 3.5 years of jail term that he needs to complete of the 5. Dutt has said that he will not seek pardon. That's something that Justice Kajju had written to the Maharashtra governor over. The fraternity was backing Sanjay Dutt. You had a lot of politicians divided over this entire issue. Rohit Kilnani joins us on the phone line from Mumbai. Rohit, coming to an extremely emotional Sanjay Dutt there, embracing his sister after speaking with the media, not taking any further questions or making it clear that there is no debate when I am not going to go ahead and seek pardon. Rohit, can you hear me?
Yes, sorry, could you repeat your question, please?
Rohit, I was talking about Sanjay Dutt being extremely emotional, even embracing his sister, hugging her after delivering that speech, speaking to the media, not taking any further questions, but making it amply clear that he will not be seeking pardon.
Absolutely, and a very we saw was a very emotional Sanjay Dutt. It took a lot of convincing, I'm told, from his friends and his lawyers to come out and speak to the media. Today, as we know, he's resumed shoot at Kamal Hassan Studios, and we are in fact right now outside the studio, and there's a lot of media presence here. What the family has suggested, what friends have suggested, is that to talk to the media and talk to the and hence talk to the fans and make it absolutely clear that he will resume his shoot, finish his work as he had said in the press statement on the first day, and then he will surrender. That's what we are told. A very, very emotional day, as we saw, even for Sister Priya and Sanju. So today he will resume shoot. He has 3.5 weeks left, and then he, as we know, he goes to jail for 3.5 years to finish his punishment. What he's shooting for at Kamalistan is a film called Police Shiri,
Right.
and in which we know Sanjay Dutt plays a cop. So we will keep tracking this out of the studio.
Right, so also very quickly take us through the other projects in the pipeline that Sanjay Dutt has promised to complete before he serves jail term.
The other projects, he has about, he even today at 53, he's about 22-50 crores riding on Sanjay Dutt. There's a film with Amit Khan called PK. There's Police Series which he's shooting now. There's Gadveer which he has to shoot for. And he also has to do some dubbing for a current film called Ungli. So quite a lot of projects. In fact, everyone's wondering how Sanju in his 3.5 weeks that's left, how he will complete all this. But as he has said that he will, so that remains to be seen.
Right, Sanjay Dutt's first show after the Supreme Court verdict. Rohit Kilnani still with us. Rohit, a very emotional family also coming out and backing Sanjay Dutt as he spoke with the media. It's pretty clear that it's tough times for him all over again. And with his family and Bollywood standing by his side, he's made it pretty clear that this is it. He's going to complete his projects and then he's ready to serve his jail term.
And we saw the family, as we know, Priya Dutt has been backing him from day one. Even earlier when Sanju had gone to jail, the sisters were by his side. And now, of course, Manita and other friends, we've seen since the verdict is announced, friends from the film industry, close friends like Ajay Devgan, Salman Khan, visited the actors, spent a lot of hours there. That's what we've been told, that Sanjay Dutt told Ajay Devgan and Salman Khan to take care of his production house while he is away.
Right. Well, very close friends there, really. Let's just listen to Sanjay Dutt and what he had to say after his first show, first appearance after the Supreme Court verdict before the media.
I'm a law-abiding citizen of my country. I respect the law. I have the highest respect for the Honorable Supreme Court, and I have the highest respect of what the decision is, and I will abide to all the terms and conditions the Honorable Supreme Court has put on me. And I will surrender when the time is given. The Honorable Supreme Court has given me time to surrender, and I will surrender at that time. All I can tell you all is that I have not applied for any pardon. There are many other people who deserve pardon, and I just with folded hands want to tell the media, the honorable citizens of my country, and the senior media people is that when I'm not going for a pardon, that there is no debate about it. Right now, I'm a shattered man. My family is shattered. It's very, very tough times in my life, in our lives. I want to thank everybody who supported us, who supported me. And I just want to tell everybody from the media is that I've got a few days left. I want to finish. I have a lot of work. I have to finish all that work. I have to spend all this time with my family. So I, with folded hands, tell you all is that just let me be in peace till the time I go in. I love my country and I love the citizens of my country.
Eminent criminal lawyer Majid Memon now joins us on the phone line. Mr. Memon, an extremely emotional Sanjay Dutt there talking about how he will not be seeking pardon. What does that really mean for him? What is the road ahead? Because this, in fact, Sanjay Dutt's options were limited even earlier. Now they've really narrowed down because it seems that there's just a 21 or 25-day gap between jail and Sanjay Dutt now.
No, that is precisely what is the way for compliance of the final order of the highest court of the land. Well, it is expected that, well, Sanjay, certainly it is not something very shocking that he is expressing, his faith in judicial system, and he is saying that, well, I bow down to what the highest judicial order is against him, and he is preparing up within the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and then surrender in compliance to the order. Now, as far as the pardon procedure is concerned, he has today come out with an expression to media, just as we are hearing that he does not wish to. Then it is his prerogative, it is his choice, his decision. Nobody can compel him that no, he should file a petition for. Even Justice Markanday Karju or myself, we have been for the past about a week. We have been trying to advocate, and make out a case for his pardon and mobilize even opinion about in his favor that, well, he should, all said and done, taking everything into consideration, he deserves to be shown leniency, notwithstanding the final order of Supreme Court.
Right, Mr. Memon, if I could interrupt you, then I'm going to come back to you in a moment's time. We also have Mr. Mahesh Bhatt, noted filmmaker, on the phone line with us. Mr. Bhatt, what do you make of what Sanjay Dutt has said? He's allayed any speculation that has been going on over the last week that he would seek pardon by saying, I'm ready to face my jail term. I want to complete my projects. I will not be seeking pardon.
Well, I said that in the very beginning, in fact, on a television channel, that he had very gracefully conceded that this was something which he had got himself into. He had sown something and he was reaping the fruits of that, and he was willing to take it on his chin and with great dignity carry his cross. But we, when I say we, some of us, very close friends of his and some of his relatives, felt that we should exhaust the mercy or the pardon option. This was self-initiated. Nowhere did Sanju himself suggest to anybody that they should, on his behalf, beg for mercy. And this was because we have emotional memories of him, and it was self-initiated. And then we very gracefully said that it is for the powers that rule us, it is for the nation, to deny us this mercy cry of ours. It is well within the right. But we, being close, we would not hesitate to say things as we feel it. But what happened subsequently was it became a kind of an obscene circus where every vested interest, political parties jumped in, and they started making this into a big talking point, which kind of belittled him and hurled him into an unimaginable abyss of despair.
Would you say that thwarted any chance really of him getting mercy at the end of this, the end of 28 days of surrendering in jail, and then the option that even Justice Kaju had actually written to the governor asking for mercy? You think it's thwarted this option? The vested interests of parties that you're talking about?
Well, I don't think any appeal for pardon can be made without the person who is incarcerated, him being a willing participant to that particular application. I mean, I may cry for mercy, but if he is unwilling to put his signature to a document wherein he too makes endorses that cry of ours, then I don't think any institution can possibly even look in that direction.
Right, Mr. Bhatt, but you have been supporting this cause for long now. Did you have a word with Sanjay Dutt over filing a mercy petition, going ahead and appealing for mercy? Did you have a word with him over this?
No, I did not have any other word with him, but what I had in the very beginning after the Supreme Court had announced his verdict. And I went to him and I said that he has, that the world has too often written his obituary. I'm certain that he'll come out of this stronger. And we, being close to him, we would exhaust the possibilities that are available to us. And if we fail, then the obvious, which is inevitable, that the law of the land is applicable to him like anybody else, and he would do what his father or he himself would want him to do, is to stand up and carry the cross with dignity. That's it.
Right, when the chorus is growing, Mr. Bhatt, for his mercy plea, really, his petition, we've seen a lot of political parties, like even you pointed out, divided over the issue. Why would you say Sanjay Dutt is unwilling to seek pardon when he has so many people from Bollywood behind him, supporting him? He has noted filmmakers like you, he has criminal lawyers who are extremely experienced, like Majid Memon, he has Justice Kaju appealing to the governor. What is the reason behind him hesitating, or rather coming out and saying that I will not seek pardon?
Don't you see the obvious? Don't you see the obvious? He has been hurled into a bottomless abyss of despair. He has been seeing what is playing out in front of his eyes day in and day out. Hardly has he recovered from the shock of the sentence when suddenly, every evening, his name was a talking point. And nobody had a right to do this without actually examining the merits. For example, it is still believed that he has been he's somewhere connected with the act of terror or with the conspiracy, when Supreme Court had in black and white clearly spelled out that the only thing that he's guilty of is possession of arms. Now, there was deliberate intent to kind of confuse the nation, as if we were all clamoring for the release of a person who was remotely connected with the bomb blast, when the Supreme Court has spelled it out. Now, when you have mighty minds repeatedly arguing on national television and misleading the nation, he couldn't understand. In fact, he would always say, "Why are they doing this to me, sir? Why are they doing this to me, sir?" It's a cry of despair. And I personally feel that there is a point that a person hits, and having hit that rock bottom, this is what he's saying. I do not even want to consider that option. This is what he's saying. But as I said, that we always mentioned it, that it was our cry for mercy. We never said it was he. And if he is not going to be a party to it, then there is precious little that anybody can do. He will face the music and he will take it on chin and come out purified.
And perhaps emerge a stronger man there, Mr. Mahesh Bhatt. Thank you so much for speaking with us, Mr. Bhatt, making it clear there that, well, Sanjay Dutt had nothing to do with our campaign, really, of going ahead and seeking pardon for the actor. We also have Mr. Shirodkar, defense lawyer, joining us on the phone line. Mr. Shirodkar, this is the first appearance being made by Sanjay Dutt after the verdict of the Supreme Court. Extremely emotional there. Has Sanjay Dutt actually... He seems to have lost any hope of going ahead, taking to legal recourse. What are the options really before Sanjay Dutt? Because as I see it as of now, it's just a few days before he actually starts serving his jail term.
I believe the legal team must have thought over it about his legal options against the sentence of the Honorable Supreme Court. And it's only after due deliberation and giving a serious thought that they must have come to a conclusion. Probably there is nothing left for him now but to undergo the sentence, and probably that is the reason why Sanjay Dutt has decided to undergo the sentence.
Right, sir. So the options that were available before Sanjay Dutt, one of them being that he files a curative petition, a review petition, the other being the mercy plea that he could go in for.
Yes.
All these now closed, these doors are closed for Sanjay Dutt as we speak?
Since the option of review petition was kept open by the Supreme Court itself, but as you know, the scope of review is very limited, and so far as filing the mercy petition with the governor, probably the legal team must have thought over it, thinking that looking at the nature of offence, probably instead of getting a no from the governor, it's better not to file it.
But Mr. Shirodkar, as we speak, you've seen an extremely emotional Sanjay Dutt go before the media, talk about how he's not seeking pardon. But speaking legally, sir, it is only after Sanjay Dutt surrenders that he can actually apply for mercy. So even when he comes out and claims that he is not applying for mercy, he could after he surrenders in jail.
No, I believe he's been given 4 weeks' time by the Honorable Supreme Court to surrender. And his options would be either to apply before he actually surrenders within a period of 4 weeks, or to show his further bona fides. He will surrender, go to jail, and then exhaust his legal remedies in the filing a mercy petition before the governor. That would be a positive gesture on his part, which will restore confidence in the minds of the people that nobody is above law and everybody is equal before law.
All right, Mr. Shirodkar, do stay with us on the phone line. We will once again just play out what Sanjay Dutt had to say. Extremely emotional, claiming that he will not be seeking pardon, though the legal recourse that he can avail of after going to jail is another story altogether.
All I want to say is that I'm a law-abiding citizen of my country. I respect the law. I have the highest respect for the Honorable Supreme Court, and I have the highest respect for what the decision is, and I will abide to all the terms and conditions the Honorable Supreme Court has given me. And I will surrender when the time is given. The Honorable Supreme Court has given me time to surrender, and I will surrender at the time. All I can tell you all is that I have not applied for any pardon. There are many other people who deserve a pardon, and I just with folded hands want to tell the media, the honorable citizens of my country and the senior media people is that when I'm not going for a pardon, then there is no debate about it. Right now, I'm a shattered man. My family is shattered. It's very, very tough times in my life, in our lives. I want to thank everybody who supported us and supported me. And I just want to tell everybody from the media is that I've got a few days left. I want to finish. I have a lot of work. I have to finish all that work. I have to spend all this time with my family. So I, with folded hands, tell you all is that just let me be in peace till the time I go in. I love my country and I love the citizens of my country and I love India. I love it. Thank you. You don't take anything.
Thanks a lot, Sanjay. Thank you.
And emotional Sanjay Dutt there saying that he will not be seeking pardon. Ruchika joins us from the newsroom. Ruchika, a lot of comment really coming in on Twitter after Sanjay Dutt's first appearance after the Supreme Court verdict.
Well, absolutely. By the dozens, the timelines have been flooded ever since Sanjay Dutt made his first public appearance. Ever since that sentence came out from the Supreme Court awarding him a 5-year sentence. A lot of tweets that have come in. I just want to take our viewers through some of those. Well, here's a person who's talking about how this was an emotional comment that was made by Sanjay Dutt today, saying that law is equal for everyone. I admire Sanjay Dutt, the actor, but you have to respect the verdict. We're glad that he did. Here's another one who's talking about that how other people too deserve pardon. When he's not applying for any pardon, there shouldn't be any debate to it. So finally has Sanjay Dutt put an end to the debate that's been on as far as pardon for Sanjay Dutt was concerned. Another person here tweeting about how Sanjay Dutt, after making this brief statement, is heading to Kamalistan studio where he's going to finish the shoot of his film Police Giri, and studio staff there have tied white armbands in support of Sanjay Dutt. And there are many, in fact, who are also ridiculing the positions that were taken by politicians and some of the celebrities from Bollywood as well, who in fact were seeking pardon on Sanjay Dutt's behalf. They're questioning what exactly is the legal position. The convict himself says that he's not seeking any pardon. Can he still be pardoned following another person's plea? This after Justice Kaju once again talked about that since Sanjay Dutt is the one who's not seeking a pardon, he would still continue to ask for clemency for Sanjay Dutt.
Yeah, we also have Rahul Shivshankar, executive editor, joining us in the studio. Rahul, Sanjay Dutt, extremely emotional, saying that he will not seek pardon, but the law speaks otherwise. Really, he has options before him after he surrenders to the police.
Yes, let's just break this down for our viewers. What next for Sanjay Dutt? Well, we know that he's going to surrender on the 18th of April, which means he will go into prison. After which, there are several legal remedies that kick in for Sanjay Dutt. In fact, publicly he might be saying that he's not going to seek a pardon. Does it mean he's limiting himself to the period he actually goes into jail? Because we know that 8 months of his term can be waived if he behaves well in prison on the basis of good conduct. But the moment he steps into prison, the all-important clemency route opens up for Sanjay Dutt Vedika. And that is important because what it actually does then is to kick in what many people have said is the arbitrary part of this entire enterprise. A lot of people were actually saying that a review petition before the same bench in the Supreme Court may not amount to much because Supreme Court judges are loath really to change opinions. After that, if the review petition had been thrown out of court, there would have been a curative petition that Sanjay Dutt could have filed. That is a longer process because it would have meant going up to a larger bench of the Supreme Court with the Chief Justice presiding, which would have meant a further delay. But what this does is, it allows Sanjay Dutt to claim the moral high ground, to once again gain public sympathy, positions him really as a law-abiding citizen and someone who values law over his own personal interest, the national interest over the personal interest. And that's what he was saying to us in that press conference. He came out and said, look, I love my country. I'm going to serve out this sentence. Whether it means that maybe 6 months down the line under pressure from his lawyers or his relatives or his family, etc., or even the weight of public opinion, he moves for clemency, writes to the governor or to the president, one can't say.